Man, it is windy out here today.
I should tell him.
Should you tell me what?
There's a pretty upset North Korean 155 on that hill behind you.
You guys are messing with me. There's no way that's true. I made it all the way through World War II and nobody touched me. Everybody was too smart. I mean, look at me. I got 9 16-inch guns shooting 2,700-pound shells. Okay, I'm literally shooting explosive cars at people. If somebody were to mess with me, they would get hit with an entire car dealership.
North Korea, chill out, chill out. Don't touch my boats. Look, it wasn't even 10 years ago. It is 1952. 8 years ago, the world learned you don't touch my fucking boats. And now Japan is working on something called anime. I think it's going to be huge.
All right, fine. Look, but I know for a fact that you guys are messing with me.
We are not scared of you, American boat. Fire!
You splintered my deck, you motherfucker! Well, congratulations, because you guys have just won an entire lifetime supply of spicy cars.
What?
The next breadline your stupid commie ass is going to stand in is going to be the magical one in the sky. I'll tell you what, while I'm aiming my guns for a full broadside, why don't you guys go ahead and apologize to Mother Earth, because I'm going to delete you and the terrain feature that you reside on. And while you're at it, why don't you apologize to your local topographer, because he's going to have to go update all the topographical maps by the time I'm done with you.
Typical American. I'll talk after I hit your precious boat.
Welcome to Toyotathon, motherfucker!
Why is it getting dark? Where did the sun go?
Almost lost my cool there for a second. Man, it is windy out here today.
I should tell him.
Should you tell me what?
There's a pretty upset North Korean 155 on that hill behind you.
You guys are messing with me. There's no way that's true. I made it all the way through World War II and nobody touched me. Everybody was too smart. I mean, look at me. I got 9 16-inch guns shooting 2,700-pound shells. Okay, I'm literally shooting explosive cars at people. If somebody were to mess with me, they would get hit with an entire car dealership.
North Korea, chill out, chill out. Don't touch my boats. Look, it wasn't even 10 years ago. It is 1952. 8 years ago, the world learned you don't touch my fucking boats. And now Japan is working on something called anime. I think it's going to be huge.
All right, fine, I'll look.
Wait, why is everything exploding here again? I thought I just told the West that you are not to interfere here in the Middle East again.
You see, Iran, that's how you're supposed to conduct a strike. Very destructive, very demure.
I told you already, I do not just bomb indiscriminately. I had specific targets and I wanted to minimize casualties. I wanted to send a message.
Oh, the message was received loud and clear. I just kind of want to know. I mean, I don't like sand either, but what did it do to you specifically?
You are not paying attention. I bombed Israel. I didn't bomb sand.
I mean, you're both kind of right. You did bomb Israel, but you just hit sand. So are you going to answer the question, or are we just going to keep guessing what the sand did to you? Did it touch you inappropriately?
Hey, Uncle Sam.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you think he's just retarded?
Buff, you can't say that word. HR literally just talked to you.
Sorry, I guess we'll just call him communist instead. Kind of the same thing, but, okay, Iran. Are the missiles in the room with us right now?
They will be if you continue to interfere in things that do not concern you.
Oh, Tommy Turan, don't you threaten me with a good time. I swear to God, by the time I'm done with you, they're gonna have to increase the numbers on the fucking Richter scale. I would say I'm gonna bomb you back to the Stone Age, but that'd actually be a step forward for your fucking society.
He is spending too much time with the kid.
Locked up, they won't let me out, no. They won't let... What? Hey, get away from my boats. I am just doing a simple patrol with China.
My boats are in my waters. Stay away from Alaska. Wait a minute. Shouldn't... Japan, you okay?
I am done warning people. If they die, they die. And I thought you were telling the world that I didn't have enough personnel or equipment to continue doing my regular patrols while fighting in Ukraine because I've lost so many people.
Well, when half the shit doesn't work on your boats, you don't really need much more than a skeleton crew. And didn't you just sign a law that there's going to be no census in your country until 2029? Is there a lie you want to give to the world about why you just did that?
All right, got my war paint on. Who's getting fucked up first? Dealer's choice.
Air Force, secure the buff.
Hey, what the? Get your hands off me. I've been serving longer than you've been alive. Uncle Sam, where's your spine? We're going to get involved anyways. I want to send one of their turbines into orbit.
Wait, why is everything exploding here again? I thought I just told the West that you are not to interfere here in the Middle East again.
You see, Iran, that's how you're supposed to conduct a strike. Very destructive, very demure.
I told you already, I do not just bomb indiscriminately. I had specific targets and I wanted to minimize casualties. I wanted to send a message.
Oh, the message was received loud and clear. I just kind of want to know. I mean, I don't like sand either, but what did it do to you specifically?
You are not paying attention. I bombed Israel. I didn't bomb sand.
I mean, you're both kind of right. You did bomb Israel, but you just hit sand. So you going to answer the question, or are we just going to keep guessing what the sand did to you? Did it touch you inappropriately?
Hey, Uncle Sam,
Yeah, what's up?
do you think he's just retarded?
Buff, you can't say that word. HR literally just talked to you.
Sorry, I guess we'll just call him communist instead. Kind of the same thing, but, okay, Iran, are the missiles in the room with us right now?
They will be if you continue to interfere in things that do not concern you.
Oh, Tommy Turan, don't you threaten me with a good time. I swear to God, increase the numbers on the fucking Richter scale, fucking society. Turan, don't you threaten...
Will be if you continue to interfere in things that do not concern you.
Oh, Tommy Turan, don't you threaten me with a good time. I swear to God, by the time I'm done with you, they're gonna have to increase the numbers on the fucking Richter scale. I would say I'm gonna bomb you back to the Stone Age, but that'd actually be a step forward for your fucking society.
He is spending too much time with the kid.
Locked up, they won't let me out, no. They won't let... What? Hey, get away from my boats, I am just doing a simple patrol with... Let me out.
Fucking society.
He is spending too much time with the kid.
Locked up, they won't let me out, no. They won't let... What? Hey, get away from my boats, I am just doing a simple patrol with China.
My boats are in my waters. Stay away from Alaska. Wait a minute. Shouldn't... Japan, you okay?
I am done warning people. If they die, they die. And I thought you were telling the world that I didn't have enough personnel or equipment to continue doing my regular patrols while fighting in Ukraine because I've lost so many people.
Well, when half the shit doesn't work on your boats, you don't really need much more than a skeleton crew. And didn't you just sign a law that there's going to be no census in your country until 2029? Is there a lie you want to give to the world about why you just did that?
All right, got my war paint on. Who's getting fucked up first? Dealer's choice.
Air Force, secure the buff.
Hey, what the... Got my war paint on. Who's getting...
29. Is there a lie you want to give to the world about why you just did that?
All right, got my war paint on. Who's getting fucked up first? Dealer's choice.
Air Force, secure the buff.
Hey, what the... Get your hands off me. I've been serving longer than you've been alive. Uncle Sam, where's your spine? We're gonna get involved anyways. I want to send one of their turbines into orbit.
Wait, why is everything Wait, why is everything Wait, why is everything Wait, why is everything exploding? You are not to interfere. Wait, why is everything exploding here again? I thought I just told the West that you are not to interfere here in the Middle East again.
You see, Iran, that's how...
The fucking Richter scale. I would say I'm gonna bomb you back to the Stone Age, but that'd actually be a step forward.
Let me. Also, I'm just doing a or equipment to continue because I've
a skeleton crew. And didn't you just sign a law? 29. Is there a lie you want to give to the world? Secure the buff.
Hey, what the... Got my war paint on. Who's getting fucked up first? Dealer's choice.
Air Force, secure the buff.
Got my war paint on. Who's getting fucked up first? Dealer's choice.
Air Force, secure the buff.
Hey, what the... Get your hands off me. I've been serving longer than you've been alive. Uncle Sam, where's your spine? We're gonna get involved anyways. I want to send one of their turbines into orbit.
Wait, why is everything exploding here again? I thought I just told the West that you are not to interfere here in the Middle.
Alright, that'll be $15 billion. Pleasure doing business with you. Hold on. 15 billion for what? Shit, I get so lost. Am I supposed to lie about this one? 15 billion in Patriot systems and missiles to add to my growing arsenal. Growing arsenal? Hold on, let me look into the... Oh my god! You've bought everything! Ah, it's like a little European Texas. Just ironclad and wishing a motherfucker would. Just like you, I'm entitled to make any purchases. I was bowled over in the last 2 civil wars. It will... Just like you, I'm... Ah, it's like a little European Texas. Just ironclad and wishing a motherfucker would. Just like you, I'm entitled to make any purchases. I was bowled over in the last 2 civil wars. It will not happen again. This time the speed bump has teeth. You've bought Patriot. You've bought Aegis Ashore. You've even invested in a system that isn't fully functional yet. You bought IBCS before anybody else in the world. Yeah, sorry about that, Poland. Still working out the kinks there. I want to make sure you got a good system. What can I say? American air defense? It works. You've bought Patriot. You've bought Aegis Ashore. You've even invested in a system that isn't fully functional yet. You bought IBCS before anybody else in the world. Yeah, sorry about that, Poland. Still working out the kinks there. I want to make sure you got a good system. What can I say? American air defense? It works. No, it doesn't. I continue to destroy... Oh god, will you shut up? Nobody but sub-Saharan Africa believes you anymore. I've destroyed 15 Patriot systems that continue to shoot every single day because I don't understand basic math. Anyway, so now that Patriot is taken care of, how about 4 or 5 Raptors? I don't think I can do that, man. I mean, even Congress has a law in place. I can't sell those to anybody. Come here, little 22. I have Chinese food. Oh, the man gets me. Please let me go. No, you belong to me and no one else. He just wants you there in case Russia zigs instead of zags and ends up in the wrong airspace, and then you get to introduce them to their god. Promise? Absolutely. And I have candy. Oh my god, I'm on my way. Stop it. No, he's not. Shit. No, I'm not. But Dad, he had candy. I will never fully get how you are so dangerous, but so gullible. Will you help me find my puppy? He is lost. Oh my god, that's so sad. Yes, of course I can help. Will you stop it? He will believe anything. No, there's no puppy. Fine, but don't be surprised if they don't help us when you lose your puppy.
At Echo Park Automotive, we work for stars. 5 of them per guest to be exact.
You only have 6 more chances to guess what we are doing. Yes, if it has rules. Does it have rules? No rules. Nothing we do has any rules.
I don't know what that's... Solid pass through on the whole barrel.
No, I think that... Today we're going to be testing out our brand new tank, since no one's even seen what they can handle yet.
What tank?
A tank, and a tank that's deactivated.
These are the scariest moments in NFL history.
Not what any of us want to see, and everybody's around him.
Hurdles, kicks
And first, these fans were cheering so hard, the stadium collapsed. Damn, Hurts barely escaped the pile. Unlike this ref, because he got trapped under an entire football team.
Scramble for the ball inside 5. He's got it. And Rob Winter just got buried. Oh.
Dude was praying for his life under there. That's nothing compared to our next moment, as Patrick Willis took a player's soul.
Oh, what a hit. Look out. Brad Smith. My goodness. I'm not sure about this one.
Ouch, that was straight up assault. But what Albert Hainsworth did was insane, because you wouldn't believe what happened when he lost his cool.
Right there.
Oh my gosh. That's uncalled for, man. That is unbelievable.
Dude was terrifying when he lost his mind. But Tua Tagovailoa's concussion will leave you stunned. Just watch Tua keep playing after getting knocked out.
Tua Tagovailoa throwing off his back foot with the rush in his face there. Tagovailoa suffered some type of an injury on this play. Oh my goodness, that's an awful sight to see.
Dude could have died out there. And then there's Myles Garrett, who had no regard for human life. You see, Myles Garrett and Mason Rudolph got into a scuffle, so Garrett grabbed his helmet and went for his head.
Whoa, hello, whoa, Mason Rudolph got all things to get out of there. What in the world?
Dude turned into a straight demon. But look, these moments have been terrifying. But what we have coming up really had these players in fear. Because what the Seahawks coaches did to their players is unforgivable.
We got 4 away games in a row. We play on Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving.
No bye week after the Germany game.
Are you serious?
Swear.
You guys are on the road the next weeks, and then going back to LA the following week and to play the Chargers, and then the following week you have your bye week.
Let's turn it off. Week 5 bye.
Hey, you got a bunch of guys in here that believe what the hell you're telling is the truth. This ain't real. What are you talking about? You guys think?
You should see what I would do to my boss if he told me I had no days off. But there's no joke about what happened to Alex Smith. You see, Smith dropped back for a pass when everything went horribly wrong. His legs snapped in the way never seen before, and things were about to get much worse, because doctors found an infection and thought about completely amputating his leg. Smith went through 17 grueling surgeries and was told that he would never walk again. My man wasn't just fighting for his football career, he was fighting for his life. And not only was he able to walk, he returned to the field 2 years later, completing one of the greatest comebacks in NFL history.
Here he is coming back on an NFL football field. And he's going to throw and complete it to McKissick. What a nervous moment this must be for them. And they love it.
But another player cheated death, because Brian Robinson thought he was on his deathbed. You see, it was his rookie year, and Robinson was enjoying a night out with his friends. But when he was walking back to his car, he saw 2 people trying to steal it. Robinson wasn't going to let them take what he had worked hard for, but these guys were willing to take things further, and so they pulled out a gun and fired off rounds.
Brian Robinson Jr., a rookie running back with the Washington Commanders, was shot in an apparent robbery yesterday.
Robinson had 2 gunshot wounds to his lower body, and he was rushed to the hospital.
This was straight out of a nightmare. Robinson was just 2 weeks away from his rookie debut, but he got lucky and got to live another day.
From players catching balls with their cheeks,
He thought it was a hold.
to catches so crazy that players winning awards, these are the 20 craziest catches in NFL history. And first, a player literally front flipped for a catch.
From the gun, Roethlisberger in zone down, and it is a touchdown. And a flip.
Wait, dude really kept 1, 2, 3 steps in bounds? Well, damn, you're catching it with his 3rd leg? Well, even that ain't as crazy as number 19, where Tyreek Hill made such a crazy catch, nobody in the world thought he caught it. Not even him.
Very deep drop and a very deep throw, and it's Hill. He can't make the catch.
Hold up, did dude really say he can't make the catch?
It looked better in person than it did on TV, I think. But
Yeah. Justin Jefferson spent money on some of the most expensive cars in the entire league, but he ain't the only NFL player cashing out on cars. Starting with the cheapest car an NFL player owns, Alfred Morris got a 1991 Mazda.
What the
This thing is ugly, and so is the car. But Alfred still loves it, cause him buying it for only $2 made him go viral. He's really the only NFL player with a car even I can afford.
I've only got 7.
Cause other NFL players own cars that are worth tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, and one car's even worth 15 million. The cars are only gonna get more expensive as we move on. So leveling up to Kirk Cousins, he spent thousands on a car grandmas drive. But alright, just taking a look at Kirk's grandma, she didn't have a need for speed. She just had a gray Savannah van that she eventually gave Kirk for a discount. That's why he's always posting with the van, chilling with it, and it seemed whipping this thing all over the city, even at games. Now, if you ask me, vans are only cool when you whip them like this. In all seriousness, Kirk's van holds a special place in his heart, because after he bought it for $5,000, his grandma unfortunately passed away. R.I.P. Now, not all NFL players' cars are so deep, so cheap, or so ass, because another player's $50,000 whip turned him into a race car driver.
Here we go, punch it!
NFL players aren't usually driving around in race cars until Anthony Sherman happened, since he loved NASCAR. Once his favorite driver skirted past someone during a race, in a car that could drive 200 miles an hour, then celebrated a win by doing burnouts. The Mustang was something Anthony became obsessed with, so dude literally bought the car for himself and drove it in a training camp with a police escort. Now, I don't even know how that's possible, but he was being filmed by everybody and ended up on the news because the car cost $50,000. But other NFL players spent $80,000 on cars straight out of video games.
Let's go!
Tesla Cybertrucks took over Fortnite and NFL players' collections. Jonnu Smith was the first player with one in real life.
What's up?
Not all players' trucks were plain Jane. Like, Jason Kelsey was spotted whipping his around Philly, and at least he customized his a little bit.
This is beautiful, man. I hate you.
But dude couldn't laugh about the truck another player owns, cause even Elon Musk was impressed with it.
This truck is crazy, man.
Isaiah Simmons got his entire thing wrapped snow white with custom rims to match. And he didn't just have a photo shoot with this thing cause it looks raw on the outside. He put a mini TV in the interior to watch field flicks? Even he's subscribed and you aren't? What are you doing, man? Subscribe. But after fans were glazing the dude's whip in public, not only did Elon Musk tweet about it, if only Elon saw the craziest Cybertruck an NFL player owns. Cause Eric Ebron's wasn't just customized with a baby blue interior to match the college he played for. The outside was wrapped matte black with rims that already look crazy in the day. But hey, someone turn out the lights real quick. Dude's rims also glow in the dark. This thing is lit, and I'd hope so, for $80,000. But another NFL player's car didn't just cost $90,000. It was fire, literally. Things weren't always that lit for Leonard Fournette, cause he's used to cooling it around expensive whips without any issues. Especially this thing that had custom red rims, a matching interior, and was powerful. Durango SRT Hellcats like his can zoom up to 180 miles an hour, making it one of the fastest SUVs in the world. But that became a problem, cause one day when Fournette was whipping this thing on the freeway, the car burst into flames out of nowhere. The scene was hectic, the freeway got shut down, and people everywhere were trying to put the fire out. It turned out the engine overheated and burnt the car to a crisp. Thankfully, Fournette was okay and could tell the cops what happened, but his $90,000 whip was done. Damn. But alright, now that we're leveling up to $100,000, an NFL player's car wasn't just crazy, it was inspired by a superhero. Watching the Hulk smash things like that wasn't the only thing Darren McFadden loved. He's been obsessed with customizing cars, just like his lifted up donk that had ridiculous rims. But after a car like that, he combined both things he loves into one. Nowadays, dude is always rolling through the hood in his two-tone whip, and the rims are so big, he literally painted the size on the side. 32s? Now, alright, of course his custom Buick also has his favorite superhero on the trunk, so man's really paid $100,000 for Hulk's donk? Alright, another NFL star spent even more on something that could survive a world war. Only an NFL player who barely survived a fire and being burned alive would need a truck like that. David Njoku copped his massive whip with 6 wheels that are unpoppable, and the truck didn't just get a custom Hellcat engine, making it one of the fastest trucks on the planet. It's also designed so that you couldn't scratch or dent it if you tried. It can literally survive gunshots. Then to make things even crazier, once his Apocalypse Jeep Hellfire being all black got boring, dude got the entire thing wrapped in Nickelodeon slime. I wonder why dude posts with it on the gram and fans take pics of it too. It's insane. It cost David $200 grand and the damn thing could probably survive Rambo. But leveling up in price, 5 other NFL players competed to see who could customize the craziest Lambo. First was Laramie Tunzel, and his Lambo isn't just a car, it's literally an animal. Cause even though he went black and never came back, his interior is half purple and half designed like a cheetah.
The customization with the suede purple inside the meat carpet, it reminds me of being in the 70s. Kind of like the pimpish purple with the cheetah. It's just crazy. It's just, I try to be creative in the inside and just be kind of basic on the outside.
But admitting it looked basic on the outside is why this Lambo competition is just getting started, man. Trey Turner leveled things up by getting his Lambo completely customized. It wasn't just covered in lime green. The Urus even got a tan interior, so Trey was hyped when it got delivered.
About to be crazy. You see that? Wait.
Of course I see it, man. The whip stands out like a tennis ball. But that Lambo wasn't crazier than one that belongs in a jewelry store. Cause Mohamed Sanu took his normal black Urus and got it completely transformed. From a custom red interior to the entire outside wrapped in blood red to match. It even sits on the craziest gold Forgiato rims I've ever seen. But even though he pulls up to games in his Iron Man looking Urus, it is not crazier than CD Lamb's Lamb. His started off dark gray and orange with a custom body kit until eventually his Urus wasn't flashy enough. Since dude loves rocking designer clothes, he got the whole inside covered in Hermes material. He also got a sound system with his initials on it, then eventually transformed his Urus to be all orange, carbon fiber, and have crazy two-tone rims. But even though he's always flexing this thing, the crown for craziest Urus a player owns belongs to Odell Beckham. Odell's custom Urus didn't just have shiny blue rims, a matching suede interior, and stars on the ceiling. It got a sound system with his logo, lights that show Baby Yoda, underglow all over the car, and since Odell's white and blue whip also matched his Rams uniform and team's colors at the time, his Lamb was the most custom of all NFL players, so he definitely won the competition, man. His whip cost 230 grand. But alright, I could definitely see NFL players buying Lambos.
Yes, sir.
Keenan? Get the fuck out of here, man. They heard enough about Lambos, we'll get to yours in a bit, alright? Cause first, we cannot skip the car that was so expensive, it got named after an NFL legend.
Start your engines, baby. It's getting on!
President Trump is leading the fight to empower parents and students.
We will give all parents the right to choose another school for their children if they want, called school choice.
President Trump is right. Kentucky parents deserve a voice in what their children learn and a choice in where they go to school.
Rob Gronkowski's monster truck doesn't just go 70 miles an hour or jump 70 feet in the air. It's got his jersey number, his name to match his limited edition monster can, and it's even named after him, the Gronkster truck. But Gronk's used to having things named after him. I mean, we're talking about a dude who literally has his own beach. And even though his truck's worth $250,000, another player spent even more on a whip that's waterproof. Yeah, this car makes everyone wet, especially Marcel Darius, and that's probably why it makes him feel like a king. His whip doesn't just have some ordinary red paint job either. It's covered in red velvet, which makes water slide right off it when it's washed. And since that makes the car soft like fur,
It feels so nice.
bro not only got a custom license plate, nicknaming it the Ferrari.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
His car became so iconic that Lil Wayne's record label used it for a photo shoot. But at least Marcel's $280,000 supercar didn't cause any controversies, because another player's car was so expensive, it got him hunted down by criminals. A situation that scary caused Thomas Davis and his craziest car to be all over the news. His all-black McLaren wasn't anything too crazy at first, but once he got it transformed with a crazy looking wrap and blacked out rims, now his McLaren stood out everywhere he went, so all his fans knew about the car and filmed it. Until one night, a few criminals weren't his fan. They just hunted down his home to do something illegal. They broke into his garage, stole his McLaren, took it for a joyride, and eventually totaled it. So Thomas's McLaren that cost 320 grand was never the same again. But at least he only lost his car, cause another player's whip wasn't just more expensive, it's inspired by a rapper who lost their life. Now, me personally, I already thought some other NFL players' Rolls Royces were dope. Like, there's Antonio Brown's Golden Boomin' version, Mario Williams' Blue Ball, there's the time Shaq Lawson turned into Quavo and copied his black and orange rolls, there's even Odell's who flexed his most iconic catch on the hood of one. But what Deshaun Jackson owns is more than a car to him. It only happened when a poppin' rapper was gunned down. News broke that Nipsey Hussle passed away, so he was being grieved by the entire world. And nobody was affected by his death more than Deshaun. They'd been best friends for years and were always posted up together. So Deshaun had to honor him in pretty much every way he could. From wearing special cleats during games, to sharing stories about him while wearing diamond Nipsey chains. He even did something extra expensive by customizing an all-black Rolls-Royce Cullinan with Nipsey all over it. The rims, double R badge, and interior were all in Nipsey's favorite color, and he even got Nipsey's face glowing under the car. So Deshaun just had to make a post showing off the whip for his boy, cause he honored him with something that cost $350K. But another NFL star bought an even more expensive car that was inspired by the outfits he wears.
Brother, what's that?
No, not those. Jamar Chase is always dripping in designer, especially from his favorite brand, Louis Vuitton. LV wasn't just on his body though. It became a part of his most expensive car. It's all because of a legendary fashion designer who always worked with that brand, Virgil Abloh. He was helping Mercedes design one of the rarest cars in the world, with a black obsidian paint job on top and a sand-painted bottom. This is the Virgil Abloh Mercedes Maybach, which matches the iconic brown color scheme of Louis Vuitton products. Now, on the inside, it's where things get even crazier though, man. Cause the damn dash damn near has 2 iPads on it, speakers that pop out if you're bumping music, automatic doors, and lights that make it look like you're literally driving a UFO. There's even a badge in the center that proves how rare the car is. One of just 150 in the entire world. But it wasn't too exclusive for Jamar or another NFL star, because Odell Beckham. Hold on. Does Odell have every car in this video, man? Never mind, man. Odell flexed the exact same one, but not long after, he got trolled for never washing it. But either way, both Maybachs cost these guys $430K. And honestly, it's kind of nothing compared to Keenan Allen, especially when he transformed a car that he could barely even drive. He was only cracking jokes like that after his car looked insane. When dude first got his whip, it was all white and basic, just like the girls in my DMs. But just like I am with these thoughts, Keenan got bored of having only one color. So man's got his lamb wrapped metallic purple with murdered out rims, then got the entire interior black with custom red stitching. That's why when he saw it for the first time, all he could say was, "Yes, thirsty." So even though he's damn near too tall to even drive it, he pulled off in his Aventador because it's not only one of the fastest supercars that money can buy, it cost Keenan $460,000. But another player's whip wasn't just more expensive, it actually comes equipped with weapons that are used by the military. Like, I just want to know who Amari Cooper's beefing with, man. Why do you need a whip with bulletproof tires, is so dark that it can blend in with the night, and has special gadgets like gas masks that even a famous rapper couldn't believe?
Bulletproof glass. They rate them B7. It's a big caliber bullet. They put the steel in the side doors. They add cool things like smoke screen.
Really, bro?
Yeah. He's
Really?
added smoke screen. Yes, he has.
That's dope.
Electric door handles.
No way.
You have night vision. They've got an underfloor shield for
bombs.
Bombs, yes, sir.
That's next level.
2 Chainz was stunned that Amari's military truck isn't just something he could go to war in. He was the first person in the world with one because they cost $700,000. But leveling up to the GOAT, Tom Brady's car doesn't just cost damn near twice as much. It made him buy a new house.
What's up?
Mans was geeked in his new home, cause Brady got that after the car brand he loved, Aston Martin, revealed a new supercar made of white carbon fiber, butterfly doors, and brake calipers coated in actual silver. The car didn't just look raw and get put into video games for no reason though. This Aston Martin has 1,000 horsepower, allowing it to easily zoom up to 200. So once Brady saw that, all he could say was, yeah, I'm gonna need a bigger garage. And not long after, headlines came out that Brady was buying one of the biggest mansions in Tampa Bay. But he didn't only cop a crib on the ocean to get wet, or install a movie theater to watch field flicks, even though he does do that. And if Brady's a fan too, why the hell have you not subscribed yet? I literally told you earlier, subscribe. His crib also has 2 garages with enough space to fit the Aston Martin that's worth $1.3 million. But even his whip that looks like a race car still isn't faster than what this next player bought, cause Drew Brees spent almost double that on a car that set a world record. Now, alright, you probably think a white boy like Drew would always drive something like this. Instead, mans went viral for copping a two-tone convertible supercar. Dude's real life whipping around in something that I thought I could only customize in Forza. Bugatti Veyrons like his have the biggest engine in the world, which not only allows it to take off faster than a fighter jet, it set the record for the fastest street-legal car on the planet when it reached a top speed of 267 miles an hour. God damn! Now, that's exactly why there were only 92 ever made, and why Bree's Blue Gotti cost him $2.5 million. But Aaron Rodgers spent over 3 times as much on the rarest car in the world. This thing isn't just long and black.
What the did you just say?
It has rims that look like ninja stars, with one of the craziest interiors I've ever seen. But it's not just all carbon fiber and red to make the inside luxurious. Rodgers' Maybach has racing seats, special seatbelts, and even comes with helmets because it can whip over 200. Now, since there's only one version of this car ever made, Jay-Z must have asked Rodgers to borrow it for his music video, because buying it would have cost $8 million. But Patrick Mahomes doesn't just have the most expensive car that any NFL player owns. It could make him a billionaire. It's all because Mahomes invested in his own Formula One racing team. His whips like those inspired Mahomes to show up to races where he not only learned about becoming a driver, man's got to whip around in an actual race car.
Insane, man. Dude, that was insane.
So after experiencing all that, Mahomes was hooked and eventually posted pics next to his team's official car. Now, since Mahomes is one of the athletes who helped invest over $200 million into F1, and the sport's revenues increased almost 50% in just a year, his racing team that drives a car worth $15 million could have his investment quickly turn him into a billionaire, which still isn't as crazy as this. Diamond grills.
That's $1 million smile.
Rare helmets. $100,000 chains. A jersey so expensive, it got a player investigated by the police. There's a lot of expensive things players wore during games, starting with Deebo Samuel. He wore some of the most expensive cleats in NFL history. He was this hyped during a playoff game because he took inspiration from the Nike Dunk lows that are covered in thousands of crystals and wore a custom cleat version. And not only did Deebo's cleats help him make plays or pull off the win, they cost him over $2,000.